last two home games haven't produced the energy to start the game. What do you say to your team to make sure they have the energy to start the game?
Yeah, I mean, obviously it's on all of us, staff, players, to have that energy. I mean, I don't think there's an exact button that you got to push. I think we've had healthy conversations, recently, especially coming out of the last game about how we're going to start. I mean, this has been kind of an all season long thing. Obviously, it's transpired in some really tough defeats, last two games. But there's got to be ownership. Our guys got to come out. We've got to come out as an entire team and staff included with a mentality to play winning basketball. Home, away, it doesn't matter. The takeaways from the last game were pretty revealing defensively and offensively as well. And I always say it's got to be on our terms, especially at home. So that was a takeaway. It's very matter of fact. Our guys responded well. Their voices were pretty raised. Just a moment ago through our walkthrough about what we got to do tonight. Nothing's guaranteed in this league, but you got to come out and do it on your terms.
A lot of his teammates have talked about Vince's knack for just being able to be around the ball at all times. Is that something that you think some players just inherently have, and is that something that you can coach, or is it just instinct?
Yeah, I mean, I definitely think it starts with inherent for sure. I mean, some guys just have a knack for the ball. I mean, you see, when he's got hands in pick and rolls, ISO situations, deflections, timeliness on blocks at the rim, rebounding, that's definitely a knack. But I think you can definitely teach it. It just depends on what to a certain degree that you can get it. But I think he does it at extremely high level. Some of it's, education, knowing timing, when to be disruptive, having a knack for ball, loose balls, whatnot, all of the categories that I kind of listed off. But the fact that he already does that innately is really impressive. And we just continue to pour in to say these are more opportunities I can do, just like with other guys that maybe it doesn't come as innate. We try to educate them on how we can be disruptive defensively, because that's when we're at our best.
With Jaren still being out, is the 65 game criteria for the awards, does that have anything to do with deciding how many games he's going to play and when he's going to come back, or is that not something that's kind of in the back of your
No, we're just taking notice of where he's at health-wise right now. As I said, I think yesterday, it's just something we're monitoring that has come out of the last couple of games. So that's what we're leaning into right now. We're not even thinking about 65 right now.
Hey, Coach Lamar Stevens does a lot of little things, especially with the physicality. What do you like about his game since he's been here?
Yeah, I think I've commented a couple of times, his one-on-one defense is something that I've really been impressed with. I mean, he's guarded mostly bigs, obviously with the role that he's playing right now, but when he switched out on the perimeter, I thought he's done a good job. He's got really good lateral quickness. I think I've said it a couple of times, his verticality at the rim, is really impressive. I know he's not 6'10", 7 foot, but when he gets up and puts his body in there, he's got good strength to wall guys off. He may not be blocking every single shot, but he's, disrupting, some finishes right at the rim. That's probably the thing defensively that's really stood out a lot. And, game plan wise, we do challenge our bigs to do some different things, not just in two-man actions, but in off-ball coverages. I think he's been really solid in that department as well.
Just an injury update for the guys who were questionable.
I think it was Jitty and Luke. Those guys should be available tonight.
Anything else? All right.
Great. Thanks, everyone.
Thanks.
Appreciate it.